This is in fact the greed they talk about in the Bible. So if you get jealous, turn away right now. We're at one of my favorite stores. You guys know it. I love it. I posted this store on TikTok once and they were like, I never find anything in there. This is quite literally my favorite Thrift in Alabama. I will never not hit it when I pass by. But this is where it really got good. We already saw the one jacket in the Halloween section, went over to the official jacket section, and back to back to back, stunning, gorgeous. Honestly, no matter what I say, it's gonna be an understatement for how insane these coats were, and they were all really good quality as well, on top of being stylish. I was here for it. I love the way that gray one fits on me. I'm never gonna say no to a trench, and this was a men's trench in the women's section. For what? I don't know. Maybe they think a man can't be stylish. Every time I see a high neck jacket, I get excited because it is what's trending right now and they are selling so fast for me. I really wanted to keep this one for myself though. I just love the baby doll cut. I feel like it looks good on my body type, but unfortunately that one was a little too small, so I didn't get to keep it. But this right here, this Tahari little blazer open jacket moment, new at tags, like nearly $200. I put this on, fits me like a freaking glove. It is so Office Siren, it's unreal. This one is also really cute. The video is not doing it justice. I don't know what it is, but suede does not like photograph well, video well, and I hate that because it's a really cute jacket. You'll see later on the try on. I hate this had the Prada logo on it because it was obviously fake, but I really like the silhouette, so I would have gotten it if it didn't have that on there. And this was faux leather and peeling, so I left it. So no bags for me, but the shoes were eating. Starting strong with those Steve Maddens. A chrome heel was everything. I couldn't tell if I like these red ones or not in the moment, but now I feel like I regret leaving them a little bit. I don't know. You guys let me know if you like them or not. These blue ones were adorable, but the peeling, I can't do it. I could have gotten new heel caps for these, but I was feeling lazy, so I left them. I was looking for shoes like these all summer, couldn't find them, but now I do. Funny how that works. Anyway, these Michael Kors heels, you guys know if you've been watching my shorts that I am having a moment with Michael Kors, so I had to get these to add them to my collection. These were cute little bridal shoes, but I feel like you could use them for like every day. The boot section was eating, girl, eating down. Oh my gosh, these campus boots were Steve Madden vintage and they were so adorable. I hate they didn't fit me. I haven't picked up a long denim skirt in a while, but this one almost had me. If it wasn't damaged, it would have come home with me. The fade, the belt situation was everything to me, and the fact that it was like a plus size just made it that much better. We still had some luck in the skirt section though. I found 2 denim minis in like a bigger size, which was also really nice because normally when I find cute skirts like this, they're like no bigger than a 6. So this was like a 12 and a 14, I think, which was fun. And then I found this black mini. You can never go wrong with that, so I grabbed. This is a moment I kind of blacked out. Not saying these aren't cute, but they're definitely not my personal style or the style of my shop anymore. But that tag got me. It absolutely got me, so I did pick those up. The top section was pretty bare, and I was a little upset, but I was like, girl, we've had such a good day, like let's not be greedy. So I got over that real quick. Not much to see in the dress section either, but honestly I wasn't really looking because I was kind of over it at this point. My cart was literally so heavy. Apparently I missed a whole jacket row, so I had to go through it, and I found some gems. I am keeping like half of these though, so don't get too attached now that you're seeing them. I know they're good, but yeah, I am keeping them, and rightfully so. Like, finders keepers first of all, but look at the material second of all. I'm already telling you guys my favorite store. Like, you guys can go there too. I only get to go like maybe once a month. So anyway, I found a lot of really good items. Like, let's just do an overview. This was insane. Like, nothing could have prepared me for how good of a day I was about to have. Like, and I had to go to a concert after this, and I was late to the concert because my finds were so good. But let's get into this try on. Hello, as you can see, we're back in the apartment, so we're about to play a little bit of dress up. We're not going to be styling every individual piece because it was just so much, and quite frankly, time has absolutely gotten away from me, and I need to leave for Indianapolis tonight, and I need to take all these clothes with me. So we're gonna speed run this, and I'm gonna do, like, you know, have you guys watched Melissa's videos where she's like a Depop and talk, where she like yaps about life as she's like trying things on and taking photos? That's essentially what we're gonna do, okay? Because I have so much to catch you guys up on, and I'm stressing about it, and I just need someone to talk to. So we're gonna talk, I'm gonna try these things on. It's not gonna be fully styled, I'm sorry, I just don't have the time, and I'm gonna explain to you why I don't have the time. But without further ado, let's play dress up. I'm sorry. We're already off to a terrible start. Please ignore the fact that these are wrinkled. I wore them the other day, and I'm not about to go get a brand new pair of jeans just to do try-ons. I'm wearing the same ones I wore the other day for this, so ignore that. But this jacket, first of all, very warm. Second of all, freaking gorgeous. I do wish it was like real suede. This is like that faux suede polyester like material, but because this fur is all on the inside as well, it's super freaking warm. I love the color. I love how luxe this looks. The only thing I would be docking points for, no freaking pockets. And I feel like with the jacket, you need pockets, especially to like put your hands in if it gets cold. I mean, I guess you could just tuck them up into the sleeves, have one of these moments, which is cute. But I feel like jackets need pockets. This one is real suede and it does have pockets, which I love, but unfortunately it's so snug on me. Holy hell. Like, I cannot move, but it is a gorgeous jacket. Oh my goodness, I can't wait for someone to get this. And it also has those little details at the side. I wonder if these were like from the same donator, because these are both really cute and it would make sense. Oh my god, I'm supposed to be talking about my life. Okay, anyway, that's that jacket. This is the next jacket. I want to remind you guys that I not only get stuff for myself, but I also get stuff for my shop, obviously. So some of this stuff is not going to fit me the best, so just kind of like ignore that. I typically wear a medium. This is a small, and we can already kind of see how it's not fitting so great through here. So just ignore that, but it is a really cute jacket. I'm pretty sure this was like the first thing we saw, and it was in the Halloween section of all things, but it's so cute. And the leather is super soft, and it can do the little up to the neck thing. See, can't go all the way up, and because the collar is like furry, it actually can keep your neck warm, which is kind of nice if you live somewhere cold. I love a trench coat in the fall. This is like a men's XL, so disregard the fact that it's low-key swallowing me, but it's like kind of a moment. Love that. And it's got the little flaps. Did you guys know that these are so you can put your bag on your shoulder and it can stay there? It's got that little flap with a button so you can unhook it, put the bag on, rehook it. Now your bag will stay on your shoulder while you have the jacket on. Did you know that? Found out on TikTok, and they say social media is bad. They're lying to you. Anyway, oh my gosh, my pile just fell in the corner. So last Friday, mind you, today is like Thursday the 13th or something like that. They asked me last Friday if I wanted to be part of a Black Friday vintage market, and I was like, well, yeah, I'll be coming back from Vegas. I'm sure I want to make that money up. I'll be in town. Why not? And it's only in Birmingham, which is like basically home for me, you know what I mean, in grand scheme, because most of my markets are like 4 or 5 hours away, right? I'm going to Indianapolis this weekend for a market, and that's 8 hours away. So this is as close as it's gonna get for me. And so I was like, yeah, for sure, like, sign me up, give me the details when you have them. Like, I'll be down to do it. Because basically, oh my god, that was just a feeler message to see if they were even gonna have enough people who wanted to do it. It wasn't like a finalized thing. So they were like, if we held one, would you be down? I was like, yeah. And it was like 12 of us in that message. And they got a lot of responses. And we went from there. Are we not obsessed with this jacket? My goodness. This is the kind of high neckline I like. Something about it with like a button, I feel like it's not as restrictive. And I like this. This is my kind of high neck top that I like. And all the buttons, the color, the silhouette of this. I feel like this looks so chic. And it honestly fits me so well. And it's like a size small. So I didn't think it would fit me, but now that I've tried it on, sizing means nothing. Try everything on. I love this. I might have to keep it. Yeah, that's unfortunate for the shop. But anyway, so after I said I could do the market, I thought we were just gonna wait for like the official vendor message to go out saying, hey, congratulations, you've been accepted, blah, blah, blah. But no, the next day, which would be Saturday, I get basically a hey girly text. And he was like, would you like to help run a vintage market in Birmingham? And I was like, I mean, sure, like what are you talking about? I'm confused. He was like, well, it's gonna be at Monday Night Brewing, and this and this and this and this, giving me all these other details. And I was like, is that not what they just sent us a group message about yesterday? He's like, yeah, that's the one. You're not lost. Like, that's it. I want you to help that guy. And I was like, what do you mean by help? like just helping day of. He's like, yeah, just like make sure like things are running smoothly. I just think it would be better since it's like so short notice to have 2 people kind of working on it, right? And I was like, sure, but you know I run a tight ship, right? Like I am strict, okay? Because I don't play about my time, my money, and my energy. You guys know that. And if I don't like a market, I will let you guys know the highs and lows about it. And because I've done so many and I know what I like and what I don't like and expect out of a market, like I'm gonna be on him like white on rice if you make me work with him. Is he cool with that? Let him know before I agree to work. And he was like, no, we need someone like that, like blah, blah, blah. And I feel like you know a lot of people in the area, buttering me up, right? Has this not been buttoned the whole time? Anyway, that's this jacket. Let's switch it up. And he said he talked to the dude and he was cool with it. They really wanted me to help. And I was like, sure, like I will help, right? And so then once we all said kumbaya, we agree, yada, 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 I just like went about my day. Cause I assumed they had already like gotten a good chunk of this done. I was literally just helping, right? Helping, making sure things stay on track. That's it. That's all I thought I was doing. That's what I was under the assumption of, I guess, from our conversation. Well, Sunday comes around and I get this message. This is really cute too. I love the cut of this. I get this message from the guy who sent the original group message and was like, hey, I can't wait to work with you. I'm sure so-and-so, I'm not gonna say his name, so-and-so reach out to you about like helping run this market. I posted the logo on the Instagram, like tell me what you think about it. If you want to change it, like let me know. Honestly, the logo is the least of my concerns. We have all of 3 weeks to throw together our market and make sure people actually come. So what is our game plan for that? Do we have a flyer? Do we have a social media game plan? Are you from Birmingham? Because I'm not. So, I mean, I can take a day that I'm off to like go up there. That's cute too. I can take a day that I'm off to go up there to put out flyers, but like, I can't be up there on a regular basis. And I haven't seen the video, and I don't know anything. I'm just supposed to be helping. I'm your assistant, right? And we went back and forth for a couple messages, and then I just got left on red. And I was like, okay. Off to a great start then, huh? If this were tighter, this would be so much cuter, but it is like a size too big. But this is one of those perfect jackets. It'll really like, you know what I mean? Like give Moto Mommy in the best way possible. But unfortunately, like I said, this one is like a bit too big, so it's not giving the full fantasy. But I love the color of it. And I love the fact that it doesn't have leather on the side, so you can really move in it. Anywho, so I messaged him on Monday. He responds to one of my questions that I sent on Sunday, and that was it. Mind you, the days are ticking down. They have nothing. All they did was announce that they want to do this market, and they had a location and a day and time. That's it. And I'm like, oh my God, like why is no one else freaking out? The Instagram has 12 followers. We have 3 weeks counting down. Tuesday comes around. It's now 17 days. Stop. This cut is so freaking cute. This is Ann Taylor, black suede. Oh my God. It looks so good with these jeans too. Like all I need are a little ballet flat or baby heel, and I'm so good. But Tuesday comes around and I'm at this point livid, and I text him, or like on Instagram, 17 days, all caps. Nothing's done, all caps. I need communication and cooperation, all caps. Send me, because mind you, he won't let me have the Instagram to run this myself, because again, I'm his assistant, I'm helping. So I'm like, I need the QR code for the IG. I need to know the vendor list. Like, give me something, because clearly you're not going to do it. And allegedly, the general manager of the brewery that we're doing it at was supposed to make a flyer. So I'm like, where's that? I get this flyer in, and it looks like it's for a freaking frat party in the worst way possible. I was so embarrassed. I said, that's horrendous. That's absolutely not gonna work. Not gonna work. I'm gonna work on something. I feel like this is really toying on the line between chic and just giving chef in some way. I don't know. Anyway, I just like the color, and it's super lightweight. You don't have to wear it high neck. You can also wear it, you know, with the collar down. and it just gives like fun, chic little auntie, you know what I mean? And I live for that. That's my whole aesthetic for my shop, so I feel like it's fitting. Anyway, so me and Kim have become best friends. Okay, because I have now figured out that they brought me on because they don't know what the hell they're doing, right? Mind you, I did reach out to the dude who asked me to help him with this market, and I asked him if he had any professional photos from other markets that we could use for promotional stuff, because it's kind of hard to promote a new market when you have no previous content. Like, there's nothing to really show to get people excited, and I didn't want the entire Instagram to look like a freaking infographic of just saying, hey, we're having this market. People want to know what kind of stuff is going to be at the market and what the vibes are before they pull up. You know what I mean? So I'm trying to build some credibility. So I reached out to him asking if he had old videos that I could use that are more close up so you couldn't tell that it's not the same location. But if it's like somebody looking through the racks or trying something on, or like, you know what I mean, paying, I can use that kind of stuff to kind of get people in the mood to come to this market. Guess what I got? Left on red. These men about to make me crash out. This is the next item. Unfortunately, this color looks terrible on me in my opinion, but I really do love the asymmetrical buttons. That was the whole reason I got this vest, and I do think it's very cute. It's the little details that really just set an item apart, and I love it. I live. But back to these boys making me crash out because they're not responding, and when they do respond, they really just make me mad. And at this point, I do want to drop out, but it's like, now I feel for the other vendors. Now I feel like I have a responsibility, because I could drop out. I could. I have free will. I don't have to do this. And I love a challenge. I just hate when I have to work with other people. If he would have just asked me personally and I didn't have to work with someone else, this would be a totally different thing. I would not be nearly as upset because I would have control. I have control issues. Yeah. I would have control of the Instagram. I wouldn't have to go through someone else for approval. I wouldn't have to be waiting on other people. Like, because at this point, I'm basically doing it myself, but adding an extra person that I have to send all this stuff to, make sure they post it right, exactly how I had pre-planned it, is just like, I don't want to have to rely on that other person. You know what I mean? I would rather they be my assistant and do all like the little running around stuff that I can't do, like putting up flyers in Birmingham because I don't live there. I would rather it be that way. That's not how it is. So. Y'all know I love a poncho. Look how good this looks. Oh my goodness. You can never go wrong. I swear by these. They are so chic and they're fun and they're warm. This is so low effort, and yet it looks like you put in so much effort. And I love that. Yes! Anyway, me and Canva became very good friends. Okay, I came up with a digital flyer, 2 different in-person flyers, the Instagram plan, all this stuff. I sent it off, okay? And we get the first day posted. I thought after I sent the caption, he would add hashtags. He didn't. So I'm like, okay, we didn't add hashtags. We didn't tag the location for Birmingham as like a geo tag on the post. We basically just wasted a whole post that we really needed to promote. Mind you, after that got posted, he was like, I can't figure out these Facebook ads. It's saying I'm restricted and I can't run paid ads. Okay, good. So now we really have to roll old school because it's already linked to your stuff. And I personally have never run Facebook ads, but you won't even let me have the social media to log in and try to figure it out. We are already on a serious time crunch, okay? 2 weeks out essentially. And we can't run paid ads. That's not gonna work. We don't even have 100 followers on Instagram. We need those paid ads. So figure it out. This is on you. And I had him, after I sent him off the flyers, I had him go around Birmingham and print them out, post them up. And he was like, oh, I'm gonna make a little reel. And I was like, okay, well, don't post it right away. Talk to me first, let me see it. Because these reels are gonna be very important for us to get reach. This is gonna be our best chance of getting exposure if we can't run these paid ads. Hello. This is so cute. Especially right now for the fall. I have such a good eye for things at the Thrift. It's insane. I'm obsessed with this. Back to my story though. So he goes out through Birmingham, puts all these flyers up. I'm like, cool, okay, so like make the reel when you're ready and then let me see it because I want it to go up Thursday. Today. Mind you, I had already sent him a screenshot of the pre-planned Instagram feed and I had the dates on each little square box that each thing was gonna go out, and everything was labeled. And I also sent a long written out description. Thursday, 11/13, reel going out, putting up flyers, caption, hashtags, and little notes to make sure he does, right? The day before was supposed to be Wednesday. I said vendor list going out. Make sure to tag all the vendors. This is the caption, these are the hashtags. So that was supposed to go out yesterday. But because I asked him if he had made the reel yet and to send it to me before we get posted, tell me why an hour and a half later, you've been tagged on Instagram. I open it up. It's the reel. I messaged him after I got the tag. I said, hey, vendor list was supposed to go out today. This was supposed to go out Thursday. I thought we talked about this. And he was like, damn, you're so right. My bad, I'll fix it tomorrow. There's no fixing it, it's already too late now. I gotta rearrange this freaking Instagram feed. And some of you might be thinking, oh, it's not that deep. Let me tell you, it is in fact that deep. It is that deep. It makes a difference. I have a big respect, like a bigger respect. I already had respect for people who are social media managers, but this is taking it a step further. It has. It has. Oh my gosh, you guys. Not gonna lie, I might be keeping this one. I love the cut of this, and I love the colors. The fact that this is leather on the sleeves, fleece right here, I feel so warm. It's a good crop for these barrel jeans. Like, this is a fit right here. I might wash these jeans and this might be my outfit for the market this weekend. I don't know, I'm kind of feeling this. That's cute. Yeah, and it can go up higher. Again, that high neck thing with the zipper, it makes me feel claustrophobic. See, like, this just feels stupid. I don't think I have a long enough neck for this, but like down kind of eats in itself, so I don't even need that. And I want to make it clear, like, part of the reason I'm so like irritated right now is because it kind of feels disrespectful to the time and energy that I put in to help with this market for you to just like not follow the plan. I literally did every single bit of work for you and you just couldn't follow directions. You couldn't follow the plan. How can someone hold your hand, make you do no work? All you have to do is the posting portion. And the only reason he made the reel was because he wanted to. I said I could do it. He said, no, I want to do it. That's okay. And I let him do it. He's a grown man. And yet I sent him visual, audio, written out, picture form. I don't know how many different ways I could have held his hand to give him the schedule and the content calendar, and he still messed it up. We don't have time to build up suspense, to build up an audience, to build, like, we have 2 weeks to pull this together and make it worth it for the people coming. And we're already off to a terrible start. And like, that's the part that's like really getting to me. So yes, the Instagram feed, like, aesthetic, it does matter, but like the biggest thing is the fact that like simple instructions for a man older than me like can't even be followed. This freaking Tahari jacket was the thing I was the most excited to try on, and I must admit it's a little snug, but it's too good. I can totally work with this. My goodness. Like, hello. It's so cute. Oh, I'm obsessed with everything about this right here. Just this single clasp. New with tags, originally $179. Oh my goodness. This is everything, not with these pants, but hello. She means business. I like don't even want to take it off. It looks so good. I'm sorry to you guys, but this is mine. I wish I could tie a bow better, but this is kind of a moment. It looks so luxurious in person. I hope it's coming across like that on camera. But it's this like beautiful velvet top. It's by Cachet, which you guys know I love that brand. These sleeves, everything. Imagine like some gold jewelry bangles on top of the sleeves. It would be everything. I need like a nice, tall, pointy boot to come out the bottom right now. That would just be everything for me. I fear this is also a cutie. I wish it had pockets. I keep trying to put my hands in pockets and there's no pockets to be put in. But oh my gosh, again with the sleeves, some jewelry on top. Oh, this is so cute. Usually I'm not a fan when there's like some kind of fabric on the front and not in the back, but I think the front is so good that I don't even care. I think that's where I'm at right now. This is so good. I want to know who freaking donated all this stuff, because I feel like a lot of it came from the same person, because they're all about the same size. My size. I feel like suede and leather blazers really had their moment a few years ago. Then they kind of fell off and I stopped picking them up, but something about this one said it's time to bring it back, and I really like this one. I don't even wear a lot of brown because I don't feel like it's my favorite on me, but something about this chocolate brown, that cachet top we just tried on, I think if it's the right deep shade of brown, I think I'm into it. It's like, I don't know. And again, I love that it's coming halfway down my hand. I kind of live. Like, tell me that doesn't look good. Especially with the little necklace right there. Hello! I'm trying not to keep this stuff, and yet it's like they want me to keep them. Looks so cute. You don't understand. I'm obsessed with this jacket. And I've already listed it on Depop, and I do still plan on selling it, I think. But it's so good. The sleeves, it's suede. This is the one, it's got like these little, I don't even know if you can see them in this light, but it's got these little details, kind of like those first two jackets we tried on. Ah! It's so good. It's so good. But so is the Ann Taylor one. I want to keep everything. There is a piece of plastic on the bottom of my foot. This might be another one. It's like if it doesn't sell, it's coming right back. It's coming home to mommy. This is just so good. And I love the fact that the snaps stop right here. They know I love to wear a necklace. Like, this is everything to me. And again, the sleeves, like, we live, we live, we live. Y'all already know I'm obsessed with this top. You know it, you know it. This is right up my alley. The cow neck, the color, this neckline, I mean not neckline, oh my god, I forgot how to tattoo back here. The, whatever that is, racerback style. This is so up my alley. I think it is like a size too big, so I might actually sell this one, but it is so cute. I just feel like such a baddie in this. A cow neck is another thing that I just feel like makes it look like you put in effort without putting in effort, kind of like a poncho. Something about the drapery and the texture of it all. I'm always gonna have it in my closet. I'm always gonna reach for it. I love it. Also too big, but a denim trench, how am I supposed to say no to that? I'm not. And I'm not doing it justice right now, but again, it is not my size. But wait until I find the right person. This is gonna eat. I know it. Open or closed. Like, open? She's kind of a moment. I don't want to pull it too far because I'm not wearing anything else underneath this. I'm not trying to get demonetized, but she is cute. She is the moment. I almost left without saying goodbye to you guys. Sorry, the lighting has changed. It's now later in the day. But I know I did a lot of venting in this video. I'm not gonna apologize for it. I said I needed to talk about it, and I did. If you didn't like it, hopefully you just left. But I also hope that you guys understand where my frustration is coming from. Did I get myself into this? Yes, absolutely. I can recognize that. Did I have to do this? No, I didn't. But now that I'm in it, I feel like I cannot quit. And not because I legitimately cannot, but I'm just, one, not a quitter, but two, now that I know whose hands it's in, I feel like I would be doing myself and the other vendors a disservice if I didn't see this through. Because at this point, I feel like I'm gonna be the only reason people are pulling up to this market. So yeah, I'm happy I'm doing it for that aspect. I'm also happy because I've wanted to do a market myself. I've never had the formal experience and never gotten to see the ins and outs of how they actually operate on the back end. So this has been a great learning experience for me, and I feel like it's ignited my love for event planning. And I knew I liked event planning. My mom does event planning, so I figured, you know, it would be in the DNA, and it very much is. But I think it's a lot easier if you're working with someone who's on the same page with you, or if you just like do it yourself. You know what I mean? And that's where the biggest frustration is coming in. And I don't want to get back into it because I've already kind of said it, but it just feels like my time, my effort, my energy is not being respected. And I do not F with that. I don't like that. I'm not a pushover. Like, I know I'm good at what I do. And if I give my like energy to it, like I'm going to give my all. I'm not going to half-ass it. So the fact that I have to work with someone who's like half-assing it and just doesn't seem to care is just, oh my gosh, you just want to scream. But it's good learning experience. I'm gonna hold it down for the vendors, and this is probably the universe humbling me a little bit, just because I have done some other markets and I've like complained and been like, oh my god, why didn't they do this, why didn't they do that, like they dropped the ball here. And now I'm seeing how hard it is on the back end. So do I have some more respect for them? For sure. But I still feel like some of these things are just so little that got overlooked. Just like this dude I'm helping. He's overlooking everything and he thinks it's not a big deal that he can't get paid ads going out. Figure it out. Like, that should be the top priority for you, to figure out how to get paid ads going. And all he did was ask me how to do it. I said, I'm not sure. Like, I can Google it. Like, what is it telling you? Like, I shouldn't, like, you should have the initiative as a grown man to try to figure that out. And we just don't have it. So it's just like, yeah, so that's why I'm like just venting and I'm frustrated, but I got myself into it. I'm going to get myself out of it. Will I help them in the future? Definitely don't think so. Unless this all gets to be mine, I will not be helping, because I will get it off the floor. I will put this on my resume, event planner, social media coordinator, whatever the hell, and we will keep it pushing, because now I definitely will have the experience. I'm still going to go on my trip. I'm still going to enjoy it. I'm not going to babysit a grown man. I'm really not. Like, I'm going to send him out the week plan like I did this time, with the weekly plan, with the pictures, with the description. And at this rate, if he messes it up, he messes it up. Yeah, I think I just have to take a step back. I'm doing my effort, and that's all I can care about. And like I said, I will go up on my day off and I will do my own promotion, putting out flyers, handing them to people, sticking them up places, and I will do everything I can. But like, I have got to stop caring more than the person that is actually in charge of it. So I had that realization while I was doing my try-ons. It's like, I'm too invested. Rightfully so, but at the same time, like, you're literally just supposed to be helping. You're not supposed to be running it yourself. And now you've positioned yourself where you feel like you're getting burnt out doing too much. You don't have to. You don't have to. I think that the hyper independence, eldest daughter, longtime student athlete who's always demanded of perfection, and the fact that I'm a Capricorn are all coming together and fighting right now with this entire situation. Because there's nothing I hate more than wasting my time, my money, my energy. That is my biggest pet peeve. That is like my big 3 pet peeve right there. Wasting time, money, and energy. And right now, if I do this market and I didn't help, that's what I would be doing. There's nothing worse than pulling up to a market and sitting there for 6 hours because nobody came. Because the host did not do what they were supposed to get people there. You know what I mean? So I won't let that happen to others. I won't let that happen to me. But I love you guys so much. I have to leave for Indianapolis. I will be recording this market vlog. By the time that this video goes up, I've probably already done the market, and hopefully it goes really well. It is totally rad. I did have my pullbacks, you know, last time, but I feel like I feel more confident in my inventory right now, which is good. And I'm also sharing a big booth with a girl from Florida. And so we are like in the very front. We are booth number 1. So you walk in and we are literally right there. And we have so much space. So I think it's gonna be a really freaking good one. I'm excited. I've never done a market that far north. So this will be a good learning experience from that aspect as well, because I do want to either move to Chicago or New York. So this will be like my first kind of exposure up there. But I'm hoping to get rid of a lot of coats. I'm also interested to see like what items they kind of gravitate towards. That's going to be a good indication on what the market's kind of like up there. So it's going to be good. I'm going to vlog it. We're gonna have a good weekend. I will talk to you guys later. Hopefully I'll be able to do some thrifting there and back, or at least on the way back, something like that. Get another thrift vlog out, because we gotta start prepping for Thriftmas. 12 days of thrifting, and I gotta get a couple of those knocked out before the official 12 days start. But yeah, enough yapping. I love you guys so much. Please like, comment, and subscribe. I will see you guys in the next one. I love ya. Bye.